Don't you just love a fresh smell of a fresh new magazine? Let's go take a look at this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we got our latest issue of Automotive magazine, and this is a nice fresh print. Of course, it is the latest one, the issue 10, February and March of 2026, Automotive magazine, and this is the top 10 models of 2025. This is a special one for me because for the top 10, because this is a really cool magazine overall, but this particular issue is really special because it involved me a little bit. My models are not in here, but I don't care about that. What I have involved is I got involved with this top 10 models that I'll show you in a sec. But these are the top 10 models that have won, which is super cool. Now let's go ahead and glance through this magazine. I don't really normally do this, but I'm not going to show you the entire magazine because I do want you guys to go out and buy this magazine or subscribe to Automotive magazine, because this is basically a hot new magazine for model cars, because model car magazine is kind of dying down a little bit. But this one, Automotive, Scott over there, is producing these every other month, I should say, and they are really amazing magazines. So let's go ahead and just kind of glance through it. So of course we got a bunch of sponsors on here. We got Model Roundup here. We got to do a new Acme Sun Nationals show for this year, I should say. And well, that's gonna be special for me too, because I might attempt that this year. So I'll give you a little hint, but you got a bunch of, you know, articles in here. So this is not only just about the top 10 models. There's reviews. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and just really amazing articles that is in this magazine. It's just really cool, and you can learn a lot. Of course, you do have your YouTube guide on here. That list has gotten bigger every single issue, I think, which is really cool. You got some Facebook community pages on here as well. That is pretty neat, so check that out. And you got Spotlight Hobbies, really cool. And then just make sure you do take control of these sponsors. Of course, you get tips for 3D printing, beat the heat on how to 3D print in the cold, which is pretty cool. So we got that. And then we got tons of articles. Of course, more sponsors. Automotive magazine, again, subscribe to them. There is a QR code. I'll put it on your screen just in case that can't scan for you. But 10 issues already. That is insane. Issue 1 is already sold out. So, but this magazine is really incredible. I forget this semi truck. I've seen this show or this truck model quite a few times because I think he's here in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But I've seen this at multiple shows. You have never seen this truck or this model in person. Man, I'm telling you, it is a work of art. Just incredible by Alex. Yeah, he's one heck of a modeler, and he just done an outstanding job with that model. And Bible books, really cool. So we got some old book history on here. So I'm telling you, just really cool stuff in here. Okay, so top 10. So this took place actually on Facebook, which is really cool. And all the top 10 winners, they actually got a plaque, and they got a top 10 2026 or 2025 hat, which is really cool. And these are the top 10 winners, which is really cool. And the reason why this involved me is because I was one of the judges of the top 10. So that was very difficult. And I'm gonna put this out there for those who judge one-to-one model car shows, like in person. I have to give them tons of credit because I could not be doing that. That would just be like, wow. And for me to do this for this magazine and for Scott, and to do this on Facebook, because that's where this took place, on Facebook. And there was, I think there was 326 total entries. And for me, because there was 10 judges, well, 10, 11, 12, there's 13 judges actually, but in every single one of us, we had to pick 10 models, and I'm telling you, that was probably the most difficult thing to do. I went on my tablet, I was on my computer, and I'm telling you, it took me almost an almost entire day worth to choose these models, which is insane. I was going through my tablet, I was going through my laptop, I was just trying to narrow it down. And for the photos, you know, they post multiple photos, of course, the engine, you know, different angles, and the things that I look for and that Scott taught me, because I met Scott a couple times actually, and he told me what he was looking for. I actually did a video on that, what he was looking for, and he said he looks for perfect paint, good engine detail, and he tells me all the stuff that he looks for. So I basically took Scott's advice and just kind of did that on the Facebook page. So I looked for models that had really good paint jobs from what I can see on the photos. And take it, we did not see these in person. These were all the photos that we were looking at on Facebook. So I was clicking on every single photo, zooming in, and seeing all these models in or up close on my tablet or my computer, and just trying to see which one stood out to me the most. So I narrowed it down to, I think it was 30 or 35 models, because I saved them on my Facebook page, and I narrowed it down. I was like, geez, we gotta pick 10, only pick 10. So I narrowed it down to 30. So I think it was like 36 or 37 that I picked. Then I narrowed it down to 25. Then I narrowed it down to 20, and then I finally narrowed it down to 10, which is insane. So, but this was a lot of hard. This was really hard. I mean, 300 models were going through on Facebook. I mean, it took a lot of effort. It took a very long time. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was double checking, I was triple checking, I was going through up and down on the entire Facebook page, you know, back and forth, and just trying to figure out which ones I like the most. And lucky for me, I actually picked quite a few of these models. And the cool thing is, we got Jay in here. Jay, we all know Jay, and we got one of my quotes on here. Here we go. We're talking about Jay here, one of the best NASCAR modelers of all time. I put that as a quote for Jay because I met Jay a few times, and he is one hell of a NASCAR builder. He's a one heck of a person, and just his models are incredible. Now, it's just really cool. So that's cool. Scott put my little quote on there for him, and he also got little quotes from other judges on here as well for different models. But really cool. And then there's, like I said, there's 13 judges, and here is all about judges. They tell a little bit of history about them and stuff, which is really cool. I think Mark Betson was one of them. Here we go. Yeah, how we do 007. Mark Betson was one of the judges. And then the Young and Gain, which is where I am. So there's not a category out here about me. There I am right there, but look right there, will be featured in issue number 11. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have an article about me and some of my builds and my history about me on article or issue number 11, which is next issue, which is really cool. So, but I just want to take a moment and just appreciate this magazine because it involved me, and it took hours and hours. But I mean, look at this. Yeah, 6 or 8 door limousine. I mean, just some of the stuff you see on here, and you can really see some, like, you can really like learn some stuff on this magazine. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. You got a sketchbook. I mean, this is just wicked. And then we got just, I'm telling you, they got Showtime. What's the page? No, we got, I mean, Showtime. Wicked cool. And some of these models they see at the shows, which is, that's wild. That is wicked cool. Then we got the Foose pickup truck. And then just really unique stuff that you see at these Showtime stuff. We'll skip a few pages. We got another show here. And then, so they do Showtime, they do kit reviews, which we'll skip to, yeah, there we go. So they did a kit review on the new Mobius Merc, which is really cool. This is the the Street Machine version. So they tell you everything about the kit, the builder who built the Mercury, which is right here. That's right, they did the Jeepster kit. I'm looking forward to this one because I kind of built this kit, and the builder that built this one right there did an absolutely outstanding job. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I actually read through the half of the magazine already. I'm still halfway to go through it still, but I'm looking forward to see that Jeepster kit because I'm actually really interested in that Jeepster kit. But I'm telling you, it's really cool. You got the new pizza van from Revell. I mean, really, really cool stuff. Wicked neat. So there we go, guys. Really cool issue. I absolutely love this issue. In the top 10, it involved me, and I'm telling you, it was hard. It was very hard to be a judge. Was it worth it? Oh yeah. I got to see. I got to spend hours and pound hours on that Facebook page and a group, I should say, and look at Automotive 50 million times. You click on each picture, zooming up, and oh boy, it was a lot. I mean, my eyes were just like, whew. But man, yeah, I voted for a lot of these. I voted for this one because the skeletons. I voted for Jay. I think I voted for this one as well, and this one. I think I voted for the Mustang. I voted for quite a few of these, which is really cool. So, but really get cool. So shout out to Scott over there for doing that. I mean, really get cool. And all these guys, all top 10 these guys, they got a plaque of basically the cover of this magazine. They got a free issue of the magazine if they're not subscribed to it, and they also got a hat. Really get cool. But alright, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you do pick up a copy of this magazine, or go to automotive.com and subscribe to it. I'm telling you, they're super worth it. You can learn a lot on here, and again, every other month they bring out a new issue. So next issue will be April. So looking forward to that, and this is already issue 10. Insane. Insane. But alright, guys, click the link down below or scan a QR code on your screen right now to go to automotivemagazine.com and get a subscription. But alright, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time.